World War II was a massive global event that changed the face of the world. But what many people don't know is that for a short time, it also changed the face of United States coinage. And tonight we have the entire 11 coin silver war nickel collection struck by the United States Mint from 1942 to 1945. And yes, you heard me correctly, the silver war nickels. This stunning collection is item number 9057757, and each set contains all 11 silver war nickels struck by the United States Mint in beautiful uncirculated condition in the stunning Capitol display black holder. This set is one of my favorite sets in all of collecting, because while a lot of us remember that World War II did change the face of the world that we know today, what many don't know is that it had a massive impact on the US Mint and American coinage. During World War II, copper, nickel, and tin ended up being some of the most valuable materials for the war effort. With shell casings, vehicle parts, and in regards to nickel, even the iconic D-Day landing craft were all constructed using those materials. And as such, while we were all being asked to limit our usage of these metals, the US Mint was also asked to find an alternative. And their answer was, let's put silver in the nickels instead of nickel. And that was because, due to the wartime demand, silver was not as valuable per pound as copper or nickel. Hard to imagine, I know, but what it created were some of the most stunning nickels in United States Mint history. These stunning silver war nickels are true icons in collecting because when you hold them in your hand, they physically look different than any nickel you have ever seen. As you can see with the stunning Capitol display, they truly pop and are very obviously a silver nickel unlike any other. These silver nickels were also the first time in US Mint history that the P Mint mark ever appeared on coins. And that was because, to denote that these were in fact silver nickels, the US Mint decided to add a mint mark above the Dome of Monticello. They were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints and are some of the hardest to find coins today because they are not just pieces of US Mint history, but true blue pieces of World War II history as well. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933 or head over to abccoins.com and put 905-7757 into the search bar and grab the entire 11-piece collection for the unbeatable price of just $189.95. That is all 11 silver war nickels in beautiful uncirculated condition despite being almost 80 years old, for one of the lowest prices in the entire industry. If you were able to build this entire 11 coin collection with our competitors, it would cost you over $520. We are more than $330 less at just $189.95. But let's just take 1 year out of this entire series. In 1944, they struck 3 coins, a Philadelphia, Denver, and a San Francisco Mint issue. Just those 3 coins alone with our competition would cost you well over $200. We are more than $10 less for the entire 11 coin collection, all in beautiful uncirculated condition in the beautiful Capitol display holder. This stunning collection is a piece of US Mint history that is the perfect addition to any collector's collection. That's because they're true pieces of World War II history, and for me, my grandfather served in Europe during World War II as a truck driver, and this is one of the few sets that feels like a connection to that generation because it is a true piece of military World War II and United States Mint history. Because the nickel that they took out of these coins were used to produce everything that they needed for the war effort. It is a beautiful collection that is one of the rarest sets that you will find today because the vast majority of these silver war nickels were actually melted down after the fact. That's because many silver runs in US Mint history meant that these coins, the silver quarters and the silver half dollars, were some of the first coins melted down because people wanted to get their hands on that silver. These stunning war nickels were struck at all 3 mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and they are truly incredible to lay your eyes on. As you can see, they shine like unlike any other nickel the US Mint has ever made. They are some of the most sought after coins today, and none of our competitors had the entire 11 coin set. When you did add them all up, though, this entire collection would cost well over $500. We are just $189.95 for this stunning piece of World War II history, with each coin in beautiful uncirculated condition, which means that we are more than $330 less than our nearest competitors. World War II was a massive global event that changed the face of the world. But for a short while, it made changes to American coinage that produced some of the most iconic coins in United States Mint history. From the shell casing cents to the steel nickel to these the steel cent and these silver war nickels. They are three of the most iconic coins in United States Mint history. Because if you try to tell anyone today that at one point silver was less valuable than nickel, they simply would not believe you if they weren't World War II buffs. It is an iconic collection that is one of my favorite in the entirety of the US Mint's history. Stunning silver nickels that were produced in an effort to provide more nickel for the war effort, creating 11 of the most iconic nickels in the entire series and some of the most sought after pieces of World War II history today. Each of these collections will arrive in beautiful, uncirculated condition despite being almost 80 years old. At just $189.95, we are the envy of our competition. But make sure you call in at 1-866-518-5933 or head to abccoins.com and put 905-7757 into the search bar and grab this stunning, complete silver war nickel collection while you still can. It takes us quite a while to go from coin show to coin show and find all of these silver war nickels, because the vast majority of them did not survive today in uncirculated condition. So make sure you grab yours now before these coins too are lost to history. They are true blue pieces of US Mint and World War II history, which means that once they get into a collection, they hardly ever leave. They become treasured family heirlooms, because how often are you going to get your hands on all 11 coins in beautiful uncirculated condition in this beautiful capital display holder? It is a true presentation piece and is a must-have addition to any serious collection. It is just $189.95, more than $330 less than our nearest competition. Just the 1944 coins alone, those three coins with our competitors would cost you well over $200. We are more than $10 less at just $189.95 for the complete 11 coin collection. Each coin in beautiful uncirculated condition in our stunning capital display holder. It is truly a must-have piece, and call in now and grab it while you still can.